A simple way to understand the topic is, governance is changing from government alone to government जोड़ market जोड़ civil society जोड़ technology. Public and private governance, who governs? Market and civil society, who else participates? ICT, how does technology transform governance? Imagine a city needs clean drinking water. Traditionally, the government would build the infrastructure, employ workers and provide the service. But today, governance may involve, government makes rules and ensures public interest. Private companies construct or operate infrastructure. Civil society monitors quality and represents citizens. Citizens provide feedback and demand accountability. So, governance is no longer limited to government institutions. Public governance. Public governance refers to the way government institutions make decisions, implement policies and deliver public services. Examples: government schools, public hospitals, police administration, welfare schemes, municipal services. Private governance. Private governance occurs when private organizations establish and enforce rules or provide services that influence society. Examples: corporate governance, private education, private healthcare, industry standards, self-regulation by businesses. Why is this emerging? Modern governance increasingly involves public-private partnerships, PPPs, contracting, outsourcing and private participation in public services. The challenge is to balance efficiency with accountability. Private participation may increase efficiency, but excessive privatization can create problems of inequality, accessibility and accountability. Think of governance as a large system. The government is one actor, but the market also influences how society functions. Businesses produce goods and services, create employment, invest resources, influence innovation, respond to consumer demand. Therefore, markets have become important actors in governance. Role of market in governance: efficiency, competition can encourage better services. Innovation, businesses often introduce new technologies and methods. Resource mobilization, private investment supplements government resources. Service delivery, private organizations may participate in education, healthcare, transport, infrastructure etc. Economic development, markets contribute to employment, production and economic growth. But there is a problem. Markets primarily respond to demand and economic incentives, whereas governance must also consider social justice and public interest. Therefore, market जोड़ regulation equals better governance. The government must regulate markets to prevent monopoly, exploitation, consumer abuse, environmental damage, inequality. Civil society means the organized part of society that exists between the individual, family, the state and the market. Examples include NGOs, community organizations, voluntary organizations, professional associations, social movements, citizen groups. Role of civil society: voice of citizens, represents groups whose concerns may otherwise remain unheard. Accountability, monitors government and institutions. Social audit, citizens can examine whether public programs are actually reaching beneficiaries. Awareness, educates citizens about their rights and responsibilities. Policy participation, provides information and recommendations to policymakers. Service delivery, NGOs and voluntary organizations may provide education, healthcare and humanitarian services. Simple formula: government equals authority, market equals resources or efficiency, civil society equals participation or accountability. Together, they create multi-actor governance. Suppose a citizen wants a government certificate. Old system: Citizen Government Office Form Q, Officer File Certificate. ICT Enabled System, Citizen Online Portal, Digital Application Verification, Digital Certificate. Technology changes how government interacts with citizens. ICT in governance, information and communication technology includes internet, computers, mobile technology, digital platforms, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, big data, digital databases, online service portals. Its application in governance is commonly called e-governance. ICT major uses: digital service delivery, citizens can access government services online. Transparency, government information can be made publicly accessible. Faster administration, digital systems reduce paperwork and processing time. Citizen participation, citizens can provide feedback, complaints and suggestions online. Better decision making, data can help governments identify problems and allocate resources. Accountability, digital records can make administrative actions easier to track. Emerging ICT trends, artificial intelligence, AI can assist governments in data analysis, service delivery, fraud detection, predictive administration, decision support. Big data, large datasets can help governments understand population needs, economic trends, public health patterns, service delivery gaps. Digital platforms, government portals and mobile applications allow citizens to access services without physically visiting offices. Open government data, government datasets can be made available to citizens, researchers and organizations, increasing transparency and innovation. Digital participation, citizens can participate through online consultations, digital grievance systems, social media, online surveys, participatory platforms. Emerging governance represents a transition from government-centered administration to multi-actor governance involving public institutions, markets, civil society and technology. However, efficiency and technological innovation must not come at the cost of equity, privacy, accountability and democratic control. The future of governance lies in creating a collaborative, inclusive, accountable and technology-enabled system where technology supports, not replaces, human-centered public governance.